I think I think discovery research is important because you cannot translate something that you don't have. You need to have basic or fundamental research first to be able to translate anything, and one doesn't go without the other one. And pushing translational research makes no sense to me, because you need to have fundamental research to translate something. So my research is trying to understand how neuron communicates. So our brain cell communicate at the level of synapses, and trying to understand at the molecular basis how you get neurons to communicate and survive. And one of the greatest things is that now with the current technology, you can look at one molecule at a time and see how these molecules are actually performing their function. So that's why I find it really intriguing and interesting to see how random movement of molecules actually give rise to thoughts and memories and so on and so forth. So I use super resolution microscopy, which is a way of actually imaging molecules one after the other and seeing them moving and tracking them as the neurons are actually alive and performing their functions. It's hard to tell what a breakthrough is. We discovered, for example, that some lipids were very, very important in allowing neurons to communicate, and we understood the mechanism by which these neurons use certain lipids to do that. We found out that small molecules on the plasma membrane were huddling together in little functional area called nanoclusters, and this is what my group is mostly involved in at the moment. And perhaps more importantly, we discovered that mutations that give rise to disease affect this little huddling of molecules in little nanoclusters, which we're extremely interested in. So the future will tell whether we could, basically looking at one molecule at a time, design drugs that re-establish the normal huddling of molecules. Yeah, well, we hope to be coming up with new fundamental principle on which to act to actually cure some of the diseases that are hampering human race. And one of the things that is really, really a problem is neurodegeneration, because as the population is aging, there's more and more call to get people to be, sort of have a normal brain function for longer and longer, and for that you need cures. You've got Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, and so on and so forth, and all the diseases that are, that we know very little about and for which there is no drugs. Well, we're hoping that some of the research, which some of them are very basic and fundamental research, some others are more applied. We have inhibitors that basically completely restore normal function in mice model of Alzheimer's disease. So, sort of continuing on this type of research, but also having fundamental research to try to understand at the molecular basis how these molecules are organized at nanoscale level to perform functions, and how do you actually restore normal function with drugs. So basically using drug screening and and try to understand a little bit how these drugs are actually working at nanoscale level is, for me, the future of neuroscience, because you'll understand a lot better how you perform a function and how you can cure dysfunction.